Back with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, continuing in 1910 Britain campaign. We're about halfway in the 1910. We've had a number of encounters, only one of which actually resulted in a battle. And the reason for that is because the battle generator tends to get into a little rut. It has patterns, whether it's intended to or not. It does. And so, once it picks a ship, and from either side, it likes trying to put that ship back into battles, and kind of has its favorites, and it will repeat matchups too. And so, bottom line, the campaign opened with not one but several encounters between one of our battle cruisers and the lone German battle cruiser, the Arminius, which we haven't actually seen, but apparently it is faster and weaker armed than our battle cruiser because it keeps running away. And so there was 3 encounters with this thing. Actually, there were 4, and finally what I decided to do, what I'm going to do again, if we have a BC versus BC duel, is auto-resolve it. If I go into the battle, not going to see it, going to waste some time. Auto-resolve probably will not sink it. I guess in an extreme case, if it gets a low probability calculation, it might. But mainly, I'm just going to auto-resolve to damage this thing and try to keep it in repairs so that the battle generator, at least most months, doesn't have it available to choose from. And then hopefully at some point we'll get some other type of battle, like a convoy attack or something, where it will have different behavior, and maybe we can finally sink this thing that way. And we have not seen their battleship at all yet. Hopefully that comes soon. We have seen their smaller ship designs, and so far it seems our designs are they seem kind of average for the AI. No big outliers among the DDCLs and CAs, and we've been able to handle what we went up against in the one battle that we had. If there is an armored cruiser versus armored cruiser duel, however, it might be kind of the same thing, because the British armored cruiser is significantly faster than ours, almost 5 knots faster, 28.8 knots versus our 24, and it has much smaller main armament. So I would suspect in a 1v1 it might act the same as their battlecruiser does. We'll just have to see how that works out. Alright then, off we go into August 1910. Well, we lost another transport. Here's another battle. What do we got? Off the coast of Norway. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'm going to auto-resolve it, send Arminius back to the shipyard. Yeah, same result too. 0 damage to us, light damage to Arminius. Which seems like even the auto-resolve is kind of reflecting the same thing. There's some initial shells fired at long range. Our ship lands a few hits, Arminius runs away. It's kind of consistent. This is the second auto-resolve we've seen with this result. But that'll put Arminius in the yard for maybe a month or two and make the battle generator choose something else for us to fight. And the good news is that's twice now that our battlecruiser has not taken any damage at all and doesn't get sent to repair. So, I'm happy to auto-resolve those whenever they come up. September. And the Germans don't want to send any other ships out. They're waiting for Arminius to get repaired so it can go out and run away again. I was kind of making a joke, but it's really kind of looking that way. You know what? There's 700 million here, for crying out loud. I'm going to try putting. I'm going to put some ships in sea control. And I'm going to do it with, let's see. Let's just give the battle generator some sea control armored cruisers to work with, and some light cruisers. Well, that's all right now. Well, 8. Yeah, that's all. How about I have more? I thought I built more CAs than I did. Let me sort them by ship type. Yeah, we'll give them about 8 of these, about 8 CLs. I don't think there's any need for more than that. Kind of as I mentioned before, you only need so many ships to give the battle generator options. I don't really see a need to put every last CL in CA in sea control. They're really only there for overall kind of power projection reasons. And I don't think do we really need the. Yeah, we'll give them some destroyers too. Now, as far as the battle cruisers, I'm certainly tempted to put some of these in sea control as well. However, the whole idea is that I'm trying to provoke not just some more battles, but also battles not including the battle cruiser duel against Arminius. So I'm kind of thinking, do I want to put battle cruisers in sea control, because it'll just make it that much more likely to give that particular battle equal probability. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do it. We'll do 4 of them, that's fine. And then if it keeps doing those, though, I may take them back off. What does that do to our finances? Well, it won't. It probably won't actually take effect until. No, that really should have changed the monthly balance right there. Was it higher than that? I didn't think so. Oh well. Okay. No, they did diddly squat. Oh wait, I got one here. There's one ship at Barry and one ship at Liverpool that need to go back over to the North Sea. Way over capacity here, with apparently no ill effects, other than it won't. Will it let me send a ship there? I don't think so. No, I can't even write. No, it does let you move ships there. Okay. I said before that it didn't. I guess that was kind of an assumption on my part that I just proved myself wrong. There you go. Go shoehorn yourself into the overloaded piers there, Drake. It's magic. I would expect at some point in campaign development they will fix that. And I would also imagine that at some point some kind of mechanics or something will be introduced where you wouldn't want to, there would be good reasons to spread the fleet out more than just making sure it's in a particular sea area. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, well, this is turning out to be a rip-roaring episode, just kind of clicking through months with nothing going on. Hey, Germany loses 5 transports now, though. Haven't been counting ship for ship, but I feel like we're probably slowly edging ahead on the transport trades. Oh, you know what? I haven't had a battle yet. However, sometimes I forget that you have to re-click the Add Crew button every time you log back in. All right. Okay, well. 2 armored cruisers and a DD against a battleship. And 2 light cruisers. Huh. That's interesting. Kaiserin. 20,000 ton battleship. That's not very big. And then we know about their light cruisers. These aren't going to be a problem. The question is, can these ships take on that battleship that we don't know anything about? It's a Hagen class, they're called. Well, let's find out. Let's see, it's telling my light, it's got my light cruiser and scout. Clear, calm, morning. That's actually more to the German advantage, I think. Smoke to the east, so we're kind of going in the right direction. I can't imagine that battleship would be running away. Look at the silhouette. I didn't really notice it during the pre-battle thing, but that's a pretty aft superstructure on the battleship too, just like their battlecruiser. And that, it's hard, I mean, it's a small silhouette, but it kind of looks like there's 2 main armaments flush with each other sitting out there well forward. Let's turn off these torps. Speed up. Which way does the A, well, if I, no, never mind. There we go. I guess I could just click on the stupid thing, that'd be quicker. Ooh, look at this baby. Side by side, 4 guns. Alright, as soon as it gets identified, we'll have a look at it. Okay, well, we can just go HE, I think. Of course, try to get in there and get some torpedoes on her. You know what? I'm not going to do it that way. Let's take out this torpedo threat first. And get the battleship by itself. Just kind of trust that the typical AI inaccuracy means that her main guns won't hurt us too much. Let's pause and check out the battleship design here. Right, so 20,000 tons. 26 knots. It's pretty speedy for a 1910 era ship. Battleship. Many bulkheads. Spacious crew. Quarters. Big crew then. Oh, these aren't all the same caliber. 12s and 11s. Okay. Not a whole lot of secondaries. No torpedoes. Armor's probably a little on the thin side, which kind of makes sense at 26 knots. I mean, it's almost like the AI kind of went opposite to me. You know, I took a battlecruiser hull and basically made a small battleship out of it, and he took a battleship hull and kind of made a big battlecruiser. Reduced ammo for its guns. That could conceivably come into play at some point in the future. It's rocking picric acid. Could be some flash fire vulnerability there. And cordite 1. That's probably a pretty big flash fire vulnerability. I mean, it does have barbette 2, but that's not the highest level of barbette available. I mean, I've got barbette 3 as my highest available in Ship Designer, so I think it's pretty likely that the British have that too. Well, okay. Oh, yeah, we know about those. For some reason, I thought that was a light cruiser we had. She can smoke up. Well, I wasn't really steering for it, but Midway's got a pretty good. It's got a pretty good geometry right here on the frown lobe, and it seems pretty close. So, Shouldn't you be swinging your torpedo mount? No, because I haven't turned off. Okay. Sure, what the hell? Take a pop. While you're still alive and fast and able to do so. Okay, frown lobe, you're going to avoid that? And actually, you pop on around. See if we can... No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's pop around and give her the... Well, it's the same launcher. It's center line. It's not port and starboard, so... Oh, there's one. Got one. Nice job, Medway. Now the question is, can you avoid a torpedo yourself? Doesn't appear to have fired. Well, he fired at some... Uh-oh. I've got a damn torpedo in the wire that I haven't been paying attention for. That apparently I missed. Maybe it was fired at Medway. Okay, cruisers, shift over. Let's get this wounded duck here. Let's go down to cruise speed for accuracy. Right. This torpedo is probably, well, I think it's pretty clearly aimed at the cruisers. Let's go ahead and flip on around there. It's going to be a while before Medway is reloaded. No, that's not what I meant. So while she's reloading, I'm just going to kind of drive her back this way a little bit. Hopefully the anti-collision avoidance thing doesn't turn into a mess here. Ouch. It was a 12-inch hit. Oh, no. Yeah, cruiser was firing at Leviathan, but the little bit where ships nearby seemed to take more damage, and Medway got popped really hard there. And ate that torpedo. I think Medway's done. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, Gibraltar just keeps going straight for reasons that don't make a lot of sense to me. And detach. Go back in. There you go. Let's work on Nuremberg. Medway's hanging back in there. Tell you what, before you sink or go away, see if you can still reloading torpedoes. Okay, she fired again. Alright, Medway can go ahead. Just retreat. If you can. She may not make it out of this. Way too far range. She's not gonna... Those aren't gonna hit. She's kind of serving as a bullet sponge for those 12-inch rounds, though. Close range a little bit here with this light cruiser. Come back up in speed. Nuremberg is out of torpedo. There is no more torpedo threat. I'm going to continue on the light cruiser though. It's just kind of the low-hanging fruit, making sure I get some VP here. The thing is, that battleship is faster than our armored cruisers. Even if we try to disengage, we may not be able to. This may not be a very smart process of target prioritization. Leviathan is taking a little bit of propulsion damage, giving the lead to Gibraltar, who herself is just taking a nice smack. All right. So keep shooting at the light cruiser, but I'm going to try to get Gibraltar over here on a nice torpedo shot on Kaiserin. Just got the one torpedo tube, okay. So they're shifting fire. It's the only target left, of course. Only got the one torpedo tube. I need to get close. won't have a spread. Actually, do I have one or two? Yeah, just the one. Although I got a forward tube too. Go Gibraltar, go! Go ahead and try for the forward torpedo shot. Bow tube. Torp away. Turn. Starboard side shot. Boom! There's another one. Okay, turn tight. See if you can't get the port side. Let's hold fire. Wait till we get a good geometry. Not save. Off. That hurt her pretty bad, but that's not going to sink her. Hopefully we can get a shot kind of forward midships there after the bow, but forward of the propulsion spaces. Yeah, rudders. Okay, wait for a really good solution. So we will use save. Geometry's looking good. Shoot before you die. Okay, I really thought I had a torpedo in that starboard side, port side tube. Apparently not, and I'm just sitting here getting the crap beat out of me for no reason. What about the aft tube? There we go. It's not going to avoid that. Looks like it's going to hit in the right spot, too. Maybe not. 9%, 10%, it's hovering. The Gibraltar's going to go down, though. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hanging at 4. Okay. Well, we'll keep shooting. Oh, he's back up to 15% flotation. Yeah, he took 3 torpedoes. I'm going to lose 2 armored cruisers over. Well, maybe not. I could end the battle. Can they HE him to death from 37% before they themselves go down? I don't know about that. He is almost out of 12-inch. Of course, the 11-inch is just as bad from a cruiser's perspective. Well, let's see. Kaiserin's doing 2 knots. Leviathan is at least able to manage like 5, maybe. Well, she's coasting to a stop. Man, it's really hard to walk away from this battle with Kaiserin so close to sinking. Yeah, it looks like Leviathan fired some torpedoes as well. Let's see if we can wait until we get a little bit closer. It's going to take a while. X3 is as fast as it will let me go. It's times like this I kind of wish heavy cruisers could smoke, or armored cruisers. CAs of whatever era. Do you have a torpedo geometry worth a damn? I don't think you do. No, let me detach these. I should have done that before. And I'm just going to turn torpedoes on for Gibraltar so that if she happens to get a shot, it's a little bit of distance, almost 2 kilometers, but Kaiserin ain't moving fast. Maybe she'll get lucky. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Down to 25%. The 9-inch HE is doing the work. She's come down. She's coming down. She's keeping fires going. This is by no means a done deal. Matter of fact, I kind of think that's our best bet. I'm going to angle Leviathan this way so that she's got both 9-inch batteries unmasked. 23%. Keep shooting, fellas. Kaiserin's just about out of 12-inch. And low on the 8-inch too. Still plenty of 11, and that's still a threat, but those are port and starboard turrets. I don't think he can fire both of them at the same time unless directly bow on. And it does reduce the rate of incoming big caliber fire, which he's only going to shoot at one or the other. You know, he can't be killing both at the same time. Unless he, well, he can with secondaries, and he could very well do that with Gibraltar. But he's not doing it. Down to 21%. Is Gibraltar even firing? Why isn't Gibraltar firing? Whatever her other problem. Well, she's not... Whatever Gibraltar's other problems, her turrets are not out. I don't really know why Gibraltar is not shooting. Nope. She just changed her mind. I think it may have been because she was in a hard rudder turn. A very slow one, but still. The AI maybe was waiting. Now that she's steadied up, she's shooting again. 19%. Ah, so we need to stay on the starboard side because this 11-inch turret is out and this one can't be brought to bear. Ho ho ho. With that in mind, I'm going to have Gibraltar completely stop because I don't want her getting over on this side of Kaiserin and start taking 11-inch fire. I don't want to turn her around though because it'll take her forever to do that and she won't be shooting. So just stop. Yeah, 0. That's fine. But by Leviathan going this way, I am encouraging Kaiserin to turn to port, which will unmask that battery. For that reason, I am going to turn Leviathan this way. Try to induce Kaiserin to turn back to starboard and keep her 11-inch working battery not able to train. Will that work? I don't know. Maybe. And now, I'm going to have Leviathan just plain stop as well. Yes, I know that hurts accuracy a little bit. But if I can keep it so that she's not returning fire at all, I got plenty of ammo. That's all right. 9%. She's lost some flotation again, too. And we'll speed this up to 5. X5. Oh! There's a torpedo hit. Alrighty. Nice job, Leviathan and Gibraltar. So we bagged a couple of light cruisers and a battleship at the cost of 1 destroyer. I think I'm fine with that trade. Pretty heavy damage to Gibraltar, though. She's going to be in the yard for quite a few months. About 4,400 victory points versus a little over 500. I think that's a trade we'll take any day. Heavy to Gibraltar and medium to Leviathan. And that puts 5 months and 4 months. Alright, well, we'll take these out of sea control then. And take a couple of other heavy cruisers, Warrior and Narcissus. Them in sea control. Got plenty more armored cruisers where those came from. Can build more if I need to. I did lose the destroyer. I want to kind of maintain my force levels, so pop on another destroyer for construction. Go to Raza, that's fine. Okay then, I think that will do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching.